Hello everyone, this is Kieran and welcome to today's battle. I do apologise that there is no Napoleon Total War. This is down to an issue with the recording. For some reason the recording failed. So I'm bringing you this battle of a double dwarf rush. I can't say that. Double dwarf rush. But Matt. So if anyone's been watching like Heir of Carthage's videos recently, you'll have seen it come out with this Dwarven Rush army. So I decided to try it out, but it looked like my opponent was also trying out the same thing. Slight changes. I've just gone with regular dwarf warriors. He's gone with actual dwarf warriors with great weapons, which is probably going to be the key factor in this battle. So we've got some lovely little dwarfs here as they're moving on. Take a screenshot. Sorry about that if the screenshot thing's in. I just fancied taking a little screenshot of this. So yeah, you can see I've gone with this build. What it basically is units of dwarf warriors backed up by some longbeards. We've also got the unit of renown. Where is it? Longbeards somewhere kicking around. Oh, they're here. The grumbling guard. For some reason I've got them up back there, and I didn't realise they was there. And then we've also got the Ulthers Rangers and 3 units of Rangers. Now, for some reason, when I kicked off, I completely missed this Ranger unit, and that is probably going to play the key into this battle. So let's get into it. It's about 6 minutes long. He's got pretty much the same, except he's brought dwarf warriors with great weapons. He's also got obviously his Ranger units up here, and so it's the same thing. It's just going to be a fun little. Let's just see how these two armies clash and see how they get on. I've got to say sorry to the opponent. Well, I forgot his name. I'll say it at the end. He actually mentioned. He actually sent me a message saying good game. So I do apologise. I missed it. I always forget to check the in-game chat after a battle on this. I'm still not used to that. So we're obviously going for buffs. We're trying to get, obviously, we're using the Master Rafa Ruin and Rafa Ruin with the Runesmith, and then the Master Rafa Ruin with the Rune Lord, which actually seriously damages the health towards enemy combatants, as well as them buffing any sort of melee we can, anything we can get up. Obviously, the Rune Lords are immune to psychology, charged with his ability, and +8 armor piecing for all units. So we've obviously, the thing that's going to get us to struggle here is I've gone with just 5 units here, and I've gone range. I've shoved my range up here. This is a very serious error that I did. I shoved one of my great range units up, so they get caught in melee earlier. Now that's going to play a dividends for my opponent. It's not going to suit me well. But I do manage to pull some of my dwarf warriors up to back them up, and I'm just trying to work on this unit here just till I can get them in. His lords are sitting off back. These are still coming up. So he's also dropped Rafa Ruin and Master Rafa Ruin as well. So we're equally the same, dropping the same buffs. He's also dropped the Rune of Oath and Steel and the Rune of Negation as well. So did I drop the Rafa Ruin? I thought I'd dropped Rafa Ruin there, but I'd obviously not. So he's got some great buffs going in. I've gone with the Rune of Negation here. Did I not drop Rafa Ruin? Rune of Negation I've dropped. So yeah, we're pretty much buffing each other, and the buffs are what's going to play the key role in this fight, and eventually the morale. But we're getting some victory. These guys are doing well. They're still holding up good. I focused my fire onto them because of the armor piercing of the great rangers, which is great. But obviously these are taking too much damage from their ranger units now. Some of my dwarf warriors have pulled out, and I pull them in to go and attack these ranger units. I'm just trying to break them down a bit. I've got the Rune Lord in. Let's go. Let's check the Rune Lord out. Doing some crushing and anvil smashing. So you can see the buffs being dropped. Rune Lord doing some lovely damage, but obviously he's got the same kind of setup, so we're pretty much even. My Runesmith also doing, he's not really in the fight, he's just buffing. Stand your ground, Rune of Oath Steel. He's dropped Wrath and Ruin as well. And they're pushing these up now, and this is where they're going to get a key part in this victory. They're taking damage in these. This unit's pulled off, and I didn't notice it's pulled off, and I'd not got him engaged, which is a shame, because if I had, I could have changed some tide here and got them to focus on breaking their units. He's also pulled these grumbling Longbeards up to, and they're just mashing my dwarf infantry here. I finally got these into the battle. They're finally going to do something, but it's a little too late. We're winning this part of this victory. But I just a lack of I pulled the Lord forward there. I probably should have just moved him straight into their ranged units and done some damage with them. I don't know why I just had him sat up there for a bit. He's moved his Lord in and his Runesmith in to fight my Runesmith. I've eventually pulled this unit in, but they're pulling. He's now pulling some Dwarf Warrior Great Weapons, so I try and match them and face them. I still forgot about this unit. This is a key part. Silly mistake from myself. This is while I'm still learning. I pull my Dwarf Lord back, but he's not doing anything, and I've just got him now getting shot here. So his morale is going to be the one that's going to beat me, because actually I'm winning key parts of the engagement, and we're doing pretty much even on kills all round. He's got better kills obviously because he's got the great weapons, and then he drops his Rune of Wrath and Ruin, Rune of Negation, and he just starts to really just beat my Lord down. These units pull back. These are still engaged. Still got these doing nothing here. A few units left here doing nothing. Bad melee management from myself there. And I should have really just continued to just focus on this, breaking this line with this Runesmith and these ranger units here. But these get broke, and this is it now. My Lord's going. He's had enough. Morale's taking its toll on this fight. I do manage to pull a few back into it, but he's pretty much just my Runesmiths and their Runesmiths going head to head. Let's see if we can get a nice little shot in here of these two going at each other. Come on, just drop out. I just want that buff to just drop. I want these two to go at each other. I think mine's had enough, is it? No, he gets distracted now. Yeah, no, he's had enough. He's walking off. He wants out of the fight. And that is pretty much it. We're losing on this side. He's gone. He's broke. These units are getting chased off by their Lord now. We've got a couple more up there. I tried to bring them in to do something, but it isn't going to work. Our great weapons are fighting. I probably should have got them focused a little more on him. Mistakes, a valiant defeat in the end. We put up a fairly good fight. Let's just take a look at the stats. So it's a good little build. I come up against it with K-Spawn, and I got absolutely wrecked with a Chaos Army. And I tried to counter it by going with a lot of heavy melee, a lot of armor piercing melee. And I still got wrecked by it. It was a little different because it had Thunderers in as opposed to the great weapons, and it worked excellent. But look at this, pretty even. He did more damage with the extra armor piercing. I did more damage with my Lord and Runesmith. I probably should have focused them into areas of the fight and kept them as a free, and I think I probably would have been able to win pockets. But thank you to my opponent. As you can see, Anal Bowline, CSGO 500. Thank you for the game. Thank you for watching this episode. I'll be back with Napoleon Total War next week. I do apologise, I'd recorded it and it had just messed up. But if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you on the flip side.